The MLB offseason is off to the races, and the Philadelphia Phillies are honing in on their top targets. Well, they've been linked, after bringing in the bullpen arm, they have been linked to a starter that could get this team over the edge, Roki Sasaki, out in Japan right now, who could be the next Shohei Ohtani stepping into the MLB. Maybe not quite to that level, but do want to dive into what he could potentially bring to this Phillies team, what the likelihood of him actually taking the chance and coming to Philadelphia is, and everything in between. So to dive right into, did get this report from Jim Bowden here saying the Phillies are among the teams, quote, in the mix for Roki Sasaki. And to elaborate exactly what he said here is Roki Sasaki is now expected to sign with an MLB team between January 15th and 23rd. The Padres, Mets, Yankees, Red Sox, Rays, Cubs, Dodgers, and Phillies are among the teams in the mix. Potential income from endorsements, chances to win, and pitching development will be the three key factors in the decision. So obviously, pretty lengthy list here. It's not like this is down to the final push to see if he brings him in. But Luke, what are your thoughts on who exactly is this kid? What can he bring to this Phillies team? And what are the chances of them actually bringing him to Philadelphia?
Yeah. So this kid's sick.
Yeah.
He's young. He is 23.
6'2".
Yeah, he's tall. He's young. He's thrown, I believe, 4 or 5 seasons in the Japanese league. He had a 2.35 in 2024. He had a 1.78 in 2023. He had a 2.02 in 2022. He had a 1.84 in 2021. He had a
Pretty good.
1.84 when he was 19 in the Japanese Baseball League. This kid's gross. He is basically the Yamamoto of last season, but everyone's saying that he's probably going to be better.
Yeah.
He's young. He's young. Like this kid's awesome. Unfortunately, there's a very small chance that he's a Philly. It stinks, but I will say this. It's good that the Phillies are getting in the mix with these Japanese players.
Yep.
It's been noted by a lot of guys that it's very hard right now for East Coast teams to land a Japanese player. Just like geographically, it's tough. The teams out west sort of already have some Japanese players in their system. I believe the Phillies all time have only ever had one Japanese player. So it is tough to get Japanese baseball players on the East Coast. It's been like that for a while. But it is nice to see. This is the second year now that they've sort of been in the mix for one of these Japanese pitchers. Obviously, they offered the huge deal last year
Yeah.
for Yamamoto. It obviously didn't go through, but it is nice once again to sort of see them getting in the mix, because if they even had a chance at this dude, they should take it because he is freaking legit.
Yeah, 100% in agreement there. I did watch a little bit of the highlights of him last night, and dude, that thing moves when he throws.
I've watched an unhealthy amount of his highlights. Like,
Yeah.
He's so good.
And to dive into the full scouting report from MLB.com here, it writes, the 6'2" Sasaki is a future frontline starter with the potential to have 3+ power pitcher. He can run his fastball up to 102 miles per hour, a four-seamer that has averaged almost 99 miles per hour in 2023, an average that did dip to 96.8 miles per hour in 2024. He complements the heater with an absolute filthy splitter, which is my favorite pitch of his, that generated a whiff rate north of 57% this past season. Crazy stuff. He kills spin with it, and it falls off the table. His slider also misses a lot of bats, with a 40.7% whiff rate last year. He has an ideal projectable lean and an athletic frame, and throws a ton of strikes, although he's control over command right now. He has number one starter potential, though there are some questions about his velocity dipping on all three of his pitches from 23 to 24. So the bottom line is, it's a no-brainer to me. If you have a chance at it, you should do everything possible to try and make an effort to sign it. But you're absolutely right about the geography of things. But it takes just one to break that. It takes just one guy to take a chance on it. And for the exact reference on what we're talking about here, that we are talking about the endorsements, the chances to win, and pitching development. Phillies a pretty strong track record with pitching development. The endorsements, I'm gonna need Michael Rubin or somebody to step to the front and center.
Someone's got to start throwing some cash out here at him.
100%. But to add to this conversation, there's also some complications on how the signing is even done. So, Luke, can you break that down a little bit about the window and everything else that goes into this?
Yeah, so he was posted this morning. There's a 45-day window. So that goes basically from today to January 23rd. So he is basically eligible to sign in that period, except December 15th through January 15th. So that sort of 30 days there, that is basically the closed period. And it is being reported that he does plan to wait until after that period. So basically, there's going to be about an 8-day window for a signing to happen from the 15th to the 23rd. That is when the international amateur signing period begins. And then here, once again, Sasaki is subjected to international bonus pool money restrictions as he's under 25 and has less than 6 seasons of service time. This is from Jonathan Mayo of MLB.com. So we won't, once again, like he said, be seeing a Yamamoto type of deal here. Obviously, that deal with the Dodgers for 12 years and $325 million. This will be sort of similar to when Shohei Ohtani came here in 2017 when he received a bonus of around a little under $3 million from the Angels. So based on basically how young Sasaki is, and I wouldn't say inexperienced because he has a ton of experience already, but he's only been in the Japan that league now for like 3.5, 4 seasons. So he hasn't really hit that service time yet.
Right.
So he can't really make the big money. So I think people are going to see that number and be like, whoa, that's really low. It sort of has to be that.
Yeah.
Way.
Yeah. 100.
That is now the case for the Phillies. That you have any possible chance.
And we might.
Yeah,
have,
you basically throw them as much possible money as you can at that rate.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you there. That I think if you have any sort of chance at him, you go and take it there. We did get a little bit of cut in and out, but we're back with you, Luke. So as far as the pitching conversation with this Phillies team, like talking a little bit more conceptually on building out, I think to me it seems pretty crystal clear that they are attacking the starting pitching rotation. We've heard Dave Dombrowski more or less say that as such. We also got updates as far as their interest in Garrett Crochet. We got Bob Nightingale talking about saying, quote, I still think he goes to the Phillies. Who knows if that is true? We've seen a little bit of whispers ahead of recording this about the uptick in conversations between the Mets and Yankees. I do think Crochet is obviously not quite the barrier of competition to get him. You still got to up the offer and win that one, but this is a guy in the major leagues, and there's a concrete way to get there. A little bit different sort of opportunity with Sasaki here. But when speaking about like building up the pitching rotation, Luke, I guess, do you value this as significantly of a need as the Phillies seem to perceive it? Because it's kind of been shocking to me how much of a priority they seem to be taking this.
Yeah, there's been a ton of pitching rumors.
Yeah,
Honestly, there hasn't been a single rumor about a hitter,
right.
which has been a little weird. I think they'll obviously get there now that Juan Soto is unfortunately off the table. But yeah, it's been a very big priority for them. They've really been wanting to sort of upgrade this rotation. I mean, we've seen the Sasaki thing now, the Crochet. There were some Blake Snell rumors before he signed. There's been a lot of sort of pitching rumors. And once again, I feel like we say this every single video. I don't think you can ever have enough pitching. But it does come down to the fact that obviously I want Crochet. I think you want Crochet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to think about how good this rotation already is. And I don't think you can throw away everything for Crochet. I think it has to be the right deal. But if it gets to that point where you got to make some hard decisions, you definitely have to weigh him out because the guy is a freak of a pitcher when he's healthy.
Yeah, 100% there. And I guess to put a bow on the Sasaki conversations is like you do everything possible. And as you mentioned earlier on, I think it's a really good thing for the Phillies to just start getting involved in this Japanese pipeline because he's not going to be the last top prospect to be coming from Japan to the United States to play in the major leagues. There's going to be more of these guys. We're basically seeing it on a year-by-year basis now from the Otanis to the Yamamotos to now Sasaki here. There will be more coming. So the more that you can kind of get involved in that mix is a good thing. And hey, Roki Sasaki. Philadelphia is an inclusive place, man. We got a Russian dude representing our hockey team. We got a Cameroonian dude representing our basketball team. You are more than welcome there to represent our baseball team here. So, yeah, let's keep it going. Any final thoughts on, I guess, if I made you pick a percentage right now, is it that slim for
One.
Sasaki? 1. Damn, even lower than I thought.
0.5%,
Wow.
maybe.
All right, that was lower than I thought you were going to give me.
He's such a Dodger. But it stinks. But he's either a Dodger or a Padre. But I would probably rather it be the Padres at this point.
Yeah.
I can't watch the Dodgers sign anybody else. But yeah, if there's any sort of chance for him, then get it done. Please just get it done.
Absolutely. So we'll see if there are any more updates on that, but sending the good vibes all the way out there in Japan to Roki Sasaki directly. And I'm going to still hold out hope. I'm going to give it more than 1%, Luke. I'm upping that to at least 5 for this Phillies team. I'm a believer, baby. So we'll see how things shake out. Obviously, more to come on both Sasaki and the entire free agency period that is just kind of getting underway here. So me and Luke are going to be breaking things down every step of the way. Appreciate each and one of you guys tuning in this video. As always, make sure you're smashing that subscribe button and dropping a like. Any comments you have below. Me and Luke will be back talking with you next time. Peace.